everyone, and welcome in to our October Miami Athletic Fund Spotlight, Donor Spotlight. And talking today with Wendy Chambers, a 1985 graduate, former volleyball player for Miami University, and now a member of the Athletic Director Circle. Wendy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Very good. Now, obviously, this has been a rough 7 months, and I know you follow all of the teams, but particularly follow volleyball and are great friends with Coach Condit. It's been a tough time, I think, particularly for volleyball. They were just getting into their spring schedule when all of this hit, and are just now getting back to it.
Yeah, I think for anyone who's passionate about volleyball, it has been a rough few months, and Miami in particular. And talking to Coach and the girls starting, stopping, we're coming back, we're not coming back. And I know David had a lot of hard decisions to make. And I'm actually really proud of the MAC and being Miami being a part of that, and the decisions that we did make that were really difficult decisions, player safety in mind. So that makes me, feel good to be a Miamian and be a part of the people who get to help David with things.
As I mentioned, a 1985 graduate. Tell us a little bit about yourself since graduation and your family, and tell us about yourself.
Well, I live in St. Louis with my husband Craig and my daughter Caitlin, who's a senior actually in college. I work for Edward Jones. I'm director in the HR business solutions, so I lead all the IT solutions that have anything to do with our talent and people. We've been married 24 years. I have roses in the back. My anniversary was Monday, so perfect timing for being on a video. And our daughter Caitlin goes to Lawrence University in Wisconsin, where she plays volleyball. So we're seeing a Division III experience as well, and that's a really great learning opportunity too. Also just kind of shows our family passion for the game and for sports and what it does for you as a person and the leadership it brings, and really even career opportunities from networking and leadership skills. And watching my daughter right now navigate at being a captain through COVID and making sure her team's staying safe, etc. And then personally having her season postponed, hopefully to spring. Not sure how that'll all play out for Division III. Feeling that as as an extension of her, let alone my Miami connection, but feeling it for my daughter as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you're obviously very successful in what you do, great marriage. Tell me, when you look back on your Miami experience as a student athlete, how did that prepare you, or what impact did that have for you in navigating the years since?
I think Miami, one, you're going to get a great education. I'm a big believer in liberal arts, or, I was poli-sci, actually public administration, which was in the School of Poli-sci. And what you learn at Miami is how to be a critical thinker and how to solve problems and write well, how to interpret data. And that's all the things you do in the real world. Then I think you add in sports, you learn how to work to a team goal, how to set goals, what to do when you don't reach the goal or you fail, right? You fail every time you lose, in a way, right? I mean, I always like to look at personal best, but you learn how to, what do you do when you didn't get your goal? And then what do you do to then get the team motivated to hit the goal? You learn that on a daily, weekly basis. And that's not something that a lot of people have the opportunity, and it really sets you up for success. And I think those things, and knowing like Coach always, and I say Coach Condit, who I had the good fortune to play for my senior year, she taught you those things. And Coach Bradley before her, like, it's okay when you fail, you pick yourself up. What are you going to do? And I think that really parlays itself really well into the business world.
You talk about Coach Condit, and I think entering 37 years, something like that, coming up.
You just told everyone how old I am. I guess.
Oh, no. But tell me about that relationship, because I've known Carolyn obviously the entire time that I've been here, and you have known her a little bit longer. But just one of the stalwarts, and you don't hold that position unless you're doing things right every year.
She really does. She does do things right. And it makes you proud to be a part and associated with the program that she leads. She cares about you as an individual. She cares about the team. And even as an alumna and not having played for her for years, she still calls me and how are you? My daughter had a situation where she didn't know what to do as a captain, and she said, ask Coach Condit what I should do. And I can reach out to her and she'll have those conversations with us. So we have a really, deep personal connection. And I think that I'm not the only one, she's there for all of us. She cares deeply. She keeps us all together and feel appreciated. I think today I watched the webinar and she mentioned Sandy Secoy, who, great teammate of mine. Coach didn't even have the opportunity to coach her, but she has such a strong connection with Sandy, and Sandy helps the program. So she's able to just build those relationships, and they're genuine, and everyone knows how much she cares about them. And so then that makes you want to help her. So she means a lot to me.
Yeah. And the relationship with the coach, but also with the program, those are two reasons. I got to ask you, it's our donor spotlight. What inspires you to support Miami athletics and our student athletes the way you do, on the AD circle and other things?
It really is. One, I'm grateful for the opportunities I had, and I want to ensure other athletes get to have those opportunities. And two, it's that we do things right. I'm proud when I see Miami athletics, and I'm proud to be a part of the GPAs and the championships and the growth from when I played to now. And in volleyball, like seeing that we drove in vans and had to drive ourselves, and now the women get to go on airplanes or big buses or just all of those things, and to see that and be a part of that growth and see how much women's athletics has grown and are respected at Miami, and really all of them. When I look at Jaeger and the new facilities around the stadium and the softball stadium, all those things that you see, the improvements, and that you feel like you are a part and got to help contribute at some level, it makes you feel good and proud to be a Miamian. And so I guess that's really what inspires me to stay involved and I'm proud to be Miamian, and I want everyone to have a great opportunity and the great experience that I had. Great answer.
Now I'm going to take you to the opposite end of that spectrum. Back when you were in high school, what was it that you said, Miami, yeah, this is where I want to go?
My family still teases me a little bit about this. I was looking at many schools. It was a little different back in my day. You had to go and try out. Because when I came in, we were under the AIAW, and my freshman year was the first year the NCAA took over women's sports, and we got to play. We qualified and played in the first NCAA tournament for volleyball. So really quite an honor to be a part of that history. And my daughter told me she was at the Volleyball Hall of Fame Museum, and there's Miami, that we were in that first tournament. So it's pretty exciting. Yeah. But we drove onto campus. And so my mom and I had this big plan, and there were only certain schools that had academic standards that my parents would let me look at. And we drove on campus, and I was just like, wow, Mom, if they let me play ball, I'm here. It looked like what I thought a college should look like. And I just fell in love with it immediately. It was a fall day, it was raining. And immediately this is where I wanted to be, and it was a great decision.
Tell me about the athletic director circle, and then I'll let you go, Wendy. I appreciate your time. But tell me about the athletic director circle and what it means to you to be a part of that and have an influence on our student athletes in that way.
It really is quite an honor to serve. And when David asked me to serve, I'm glad to do it. You feel like you're really invested and you're making a difference. So you have a voice into what's happening. You're allowed to share your opinions about what you see and hear from constituents, and share that back into the athletic department. And then David's very honest and sharing and upfront with us. He had a call with us about COVID, and if you could see the dedication and almost, I don't want to say tiredness, but you could see he's been working so hard to make sure that Miami and the athletes were taken care of. So I do it because I want to have a voice and make sure women's athletics is represented. Not that I would ever think David wouldn't do that, but we're always here. And sometimes we have changes in leadership. So I feel it's our responsibility as alumni to have that continuity.
Very good. Wendy, I appreciate the time that you're taking to join us here today. And more than that, we appreciate what you're doing for Miami athletics, staying involved, financially, also, in the giving of, your time and energy. And I know our student athletes appreciate it a great deal. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's quite an honor, and go Miami.